Welcome back to Living 808. When it comes to fixing or upgrading the screens in your home, Hardware Hawaii is the place to go. And Mikey went over to check out all that they have to offer with their screen shop service.
Back here at Hardware Hawaii, and today's topic is screens. Here to tell us all about it, I got my friend David. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, David, we've got a bunch of different screens and frames in front of us, and we're actually hanging out in the screen shop, which, by the way, is located at the Hardware Hawaii Kailua location and Kapolei location. What type of services do you provide at the screen shop?
Well, I can rescreen screens normally, typical screen, window screens. I do doors, and if I have the parts for other type of doors, I can do any type of door we have, as long as we have the parts here for it.
Okay, a lot of great services that you provide at the screen shop. Now, I did mention earlier that we have a bunch of different screen fabrics in front of us. What should we know when we want to pick up the right screen fabric for whatever place that we're working on?
Well, if you're not worried about, like, you know, the wind going through the screen, you can just have the regular fiberglass screen. Or if you want like one that has more resistance to sun, we have a sun screen, which is this one here.
Okay.
And we also have some for animals, or if you have like dogs or cats or stuff, it's hard for them to claw through the material, so it's a little bit thicker. Okay. But the air, less air goes through this material, so it's not like too much breezy, so you won't get too much of a breeze in it.
Got it.
But yeah.
So in terms of this one particularly, it comes down to preference.
Yeah. If animals, yeah, it's probably better for animals.
You know, this one is kind of interesting. You said this is a sunscreen.
Sunscreen, yeah.
And what makes it a sunscreen? Or is it a little bit more tighter?
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's the holes, it's made for like absorbing the sun, so it won't, you can't see the light coming through it. Gotcha. So it's more like, you know, not visible to light.
Okay, perfect. You know, in addition to picking the right screen fabric, you want to make sure that you have the right screen frame. Tell us about the different frames that you have here.
Yeah, so we have a box frame. Normally, I just call it a box frame.
Okay.
And this one is for a little bit older style houses. Normally, they got them inset into the jealousy windows.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, and we also have the doors. I also build doors here too, so we have heavy duty screen doors, really heavy duty stuff, good materials. It's just a matter of preference, okay, what kind of size or what kind of window you have.
Okay, I'm gonna come towards you with a person who really has no knowledge when it comes to screens or doors or windows. What is something that we should keep in mind when we want to come to Hardware Hawaii when we're picking out the right screens or even screen frames?
Well, it depends on the type of window. So if you have a slider window, then it's most likely you have a box frame frames. But I've done all types of windows, or sometimes they have doors with screens inside the doors, and that would typically be just a regular lip frame. But I mean, I can answer any questions that pretty much you have about screen materials, screen frames. Typical is just the box frame and the lip frame, different thicknesses and different sizes.
Okay, perfect. A lot to know when picking the right screen fabric or screen frame for whatever project you're working on. Let's also talk about the process when people order a screen frame. What is that like?
Yeah, so they can we have a few different options. They can bring their old screens down to me, and then I can get a good size, good measurement on them, see what type of frame, what type of material they have. Or they can call us if they want. They can call any one of our stores and ask for the screen shop. Our operator will patch them over to me or one of my other screen departments we have in Kapolei.
Great.
And yep, and they can go over the measurements with us, or measurements. I need the measurements, the type of frame, and the screen material.
Okay.
And
good to know.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody wanted to learn more information about Hardware Hawaii, maybe they even have some questions about screens, screen frames, is there a website that they should log on to?
Yeah, we have a website at hardwarehawaii.com.
Cool, hardwarehawaii.com, as well as kh12.com. David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, great talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Let's recap real quick, Mikey. What kind of screens are there?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, you can choose from the residential. They even have the outdoor screening. That one right there you're looking at, John, that's the tint screen.
Oh,
so
nice.
If you have
Very good.
If you're in an area where the sun kind of shines through, you definitely want to go for that one.
And there's a bronze color as well?
There's a bronze. But they also have the different types of screens for whatever types of residence you're in.
You're like commercial. A pro now. You're like a pro.
David, hire me. I will work in your screen shop.
Good stuff.
But the screen shop is only on their Kailua location and their downtown location. So if you guys want to check them out, it's hardwarehawaii.com as well as kh12.com.